Hey guys, how are you? Dawn, Alyssa, we're with Jamey from Fishbone today. Took a tour of their facility. It's pretty cool.
So we're proud to have you guys out here. Love working with local clubs, local groups. You guys are Erie-based or Erie? I don't know, you're probably all over the place, but at least to me, that's local. So thrilled to have you guys out here. Love working with people and working with clubs to help do some different things. So glad to have you guys here and truly enjoyed it. But Fishbone's been around for a little while. Keep plugging and pushing forward. So I was showing these guys some new hot parts that are about to come out probably beginning of next week. Some super secret stuff. GPS is coming in.
Look at that, Brown Santa.
They like called it.
Even GPS delivers here. We love it.
So, but yeah, it was great to show these guys around today. Show them what all we have going on. I think we're going to go in and get some footage here in a second that you guys are going to share later. We're out in the middle of nowhere a little bit, so reception's a little tough, but I think we got some really cool stuff that you guys can see and check out, for a sneak peek on. So
kind of exciting to announce. Fishbone gave us a couple of small parts that we're going to do a giveaway for. We'll figure that out later, how we're going to do the giveaway. We have a stainless steel license plate frame that you can remote mount for Ohio people. Mount on your front bumper, go right into a D-ring. You can even put it on your rear bumper if you want. But we'll have more of that information in a little bit.
And then also we're going to work with you guys to do some club stuff. So we want to get you guys set up with our program where we basically want to support the club, to do some giveaways, get like a club package together. So we got some cool stuff coming for you.
Before we go inside, can you tell us a little bit about Fishbone and how everything got started?
Yeah, so Fishbone's been around for right about 2 years. We have a sister company that's been around since 1980, also in the Jeep marketplace, but just a different brand and a different focus on what they're doing. But we have some history in the industry. Fishbone started just because we needed to do something fun and different where we could create parts that were the parts you want to put on your Jeep. So bumpers, armor, all that fun stuff that you want to buy instead of some other parts you might not want to. So that's how it really started. The name Fishbone Offroad came from a fish that we found on the roof right over here on the office. So it's you can see a whole little story about it on our website, but it's really a true story. I pulled into the office one day and saw a fish laying on the roof of the building. It became a joke internally, but eventually ended up being our name. So, but yeah, we've been around for a little while.
I have a question for you, Jamey. So say I order a new set of rock sliders.
Yep.
What do I expect to see when I open it?
So I was like, our big thing is first fit and finish. So we want you to like pull those rock sliders out of the box and put them on easily. So I don't want you to have to drill a bunch of holes, although the ones you're going to do for the LJ, you're going to have some holes drilled as part of the beast. But for the most part, our goal is to make things install as easy as possible. So we spend a lot of time engineering, designing so that we can work around factory components and also create something that customers can install easily. So ease of installation is a big thing for us, and we want to make it so that you don't have to do some crazy modification to your Jeep to install something.
What do you guys use as far as for fitment?
So fitment-wise, we have all the Jeeps. So we have Cherokee, YJ, CJ, TJ, JK, JL, two-door JK. We use Jeeps first and foremost, so we check those. And then we have some frames that we use for fixtures. So if we're going to check a bumper and make sure it all works right before we spend a bunch of time installing it on the Jeep, we check it on a fixture first, make sure we have all the mounting holes lined up, and then from there, move to the Jeep, install it there, make sure everything clearances the way we think it should. So we really focus on trying to make it as easy as possible for the customer to install.
And you have a big network, a dealer network available. We can find parts, source parts. Most everything is do-it-yourself.
Yeah, everything except for like one or two parts is a do-it-yourselfer. And even those ones are do-it-yourselfers. Usually you have some time. But we do have a giant network of dealers that can support us and sell through us. We love working with clubs. I know we talked a little bit about a club discount, but we don't want to compete against our dealers, so we let them funnel those sales through and give you guys the club discounts that go along with that. But we do have a great dealer network that has it available, and we're always looking for new guys. So if you guys know of a dealer that needs some stuff, tell them to reach out. We'd love to get them going. So
I know personally, I heard about you from Simpson Family Jeeps.
Yeah.
Simpson, who runs up in Conneaut, Ohio. He's my go-to source for just about anything I need. But
good guy up in the sharpest corner of Ohio. Neil's a great guy, so if you guys need something Simpsons, they're good. They'll install it for you, get it all set up, and then we have several other dealers who just knock it out. But I know they're close to where a big majority of your club group is located. Is up there in that area. So
yes, they are.
One thing that impressed me was how much inventory that you had.
Yeah, so we hold inventory. They got the insider look, and we got I don't know the square footage offhand, but we hold inventory. That's our big focus, is to really hold inventory so that if we get a phone call, we have it and we can ship it quickly and service the customer, even if it's through the dealer network. And they don't have it, we want to be able to get it to them as quick as possible so you can get the part on your Jeep, because no one wants to wait. You want it immediately.
It reminded me of walking in like Costco's or Sam's Club. Like there are pallets of boxes that go to the ceiling as far as you can see. They literally have 40 or 50 of everything here.
Yes, absolutely. That's a big focus for our company, is we don't want to lose the sale because we didn't have it. So
like a big Jeep Park toy store.
yes.
Right?
Like super excited walking in.
So good stuff.
So we're gonna go inside, or?
Yeah, thanks again for having us out. We're
I
going to take
appreciate
some pictures of some other stuff.
Yeah, you guys will get to see some secret stuff here in a second. Some background, what he was talking about with inventory, all that fun stuff. So we'll get you some shots to show later. So
Perfect.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? Jeepteck out here at Fishbone Offroad. So we got Jamey here. He's going to show us around some of the new products they're offering on the JL.
So yeah, we just our JL we just launched most of the parts for our JL. We could start if you want. We might as well start here. So we have our slider steps that are on the side of this. This is a nice mid-road slider / step. It creates a nice spot where you can step on to hop in and out of your Jeep. So nice firm place you can use to get in. It's good for moderate off-roading, and a nice way to really get in and out of your Jeep. So these do really well. We have them also for the JK. The JK transitioned us into the JL with this part, but really a different part to help people get some functionality out of their Jeep once lifted on some bigger tires and wheels. So then we have.
Can we do a close-up down here on these?
Yeah,
so one thing that just blows me away about Fishbone here is the quality of the coating. I mean, you can see that is such a durable powder coating that, you know, you're probably not going to have any issues with corrosion. You know, being out here in the East Coast, there is rust everywhere. So Pennsylvania gold is what we call it. We're out here in Ohio, but
I'm stealing that, by the way.
Pennsylvania gold.
That. So on the front we just launched our light bar brackets. They're up here in the very front, and if you need to mount a 50-inch LED light bar, 50 to 52, these light bar brackets will take them. It bolts on, easy to install. Has a nice foam like protectant on the back end of them to prevent scratching or any damage to your Jeep once they're put on there. And easy install, that's the big thing for us. We always focus on install and ease of use when you get them. So
Factory bolt holes.
So those are factory bolt holes. Yeah, so those are factory bolt holes. We include longer hardware because the factory ones won't reach, but it'll have longer hardware that you can easily use. So perfect. And then here's one of the ones. So it took us a little while. I'll be honest with you. Fishbone took a little while to launch a front bumper and all our JL parts, and the reason is because of the fog lights. So fog lights are a little different on the JL. For the JL, they have two different options. You have a factory LED, and you have the halogens. So the big thing for these was, how do we create a bumper that a customer can take out of a box and use their factory lights no matter what? If they have LEDs that would come on like a Rubicon or Sahara, they can easily mount them in there. If they didn't have that and they had a Sport, they could just slap in their halogens. So there's a bunch of intricate brackets that go into the back of that to make both of them work. And we spent some real time focusing on that so that we didn't have to get a negative phone call on the back end that, hey, my lights won't mount.
Well, I do know the LEDs have like a different shape to them, which is odd. They go in the same bumper, but they're slightly different.
They have a big bracket. I wish I had one here right now. They have a big housing that holds them. It's overall probably about that size. And those things they're difficult to mount in there. And we spent some time fine-tuning that mount so you can use either and actually have it be totally functional out of the box. So this bumper turned out really nice. We have two versions right now. We're calling this the Mako series because it's slim, tucked in, kind of goes along with the Fishbone name. So named it after the Mako shark because we liked how slim and smooth and the design was. So this one turned out really, really nice. It's one of my favorite ones for the JL, and I think we'll do really, really well for us. So
I see you got the light mount locations up there, which is nice.
yeah, so you can mount the light mounts up on the top. and then it'll accept your winch and hold everything on there. So.
Awesome license plate
So
bracket.
yeah, the license plate bracket is big. If you're from Ohio, you get it, or if you're from a front plate state, you have to have a front plate on. And that license plate bracket, we actually gave you guys one to give away, so keep an eye out for it. But this bracket will go on, and you can adjust it. There's 7 different little mounting points on the back end of it, so you can fine tune that to mount on your Jeep, and it'll work with any bumper that's out there. So
And it just mounts right into the D-ring hole.
yeah, mounts through the D-ring hole. It's made from stainless steel, so it's not going to rust. It's a really unique little option to mount.
Really good looking jail.
It's about to get completely, not wrapped, but done up. So it's about to get branded. The potential, we can still talk about it if you want. So the hood latches on here, he keeps asking me about them, but he's pointed to them a few times. So these are hood latches from Kentrell. They're stainless steel, really nice. I think you guys have a set of these too.
Right,
which you guys are
we
gonna
got a set of these to give
play
away.
around with. But 3 or 4 grade stainless steel, and really nice. You have to slide it down, push down on that.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So
That's
it's not a locking one, but at the same time it's a firm mount so that you don't have to worry about your hood coming undone.
But it gives you a positive latch.
Exactly.
Right.
So you can't pull it off unless you push it down.
Push down right here, flip it open, and it's adjustable too, which is the cool part.
Yeah.
So, I know everybody that's got a JK with the factory latches knows that whole hood flutter thing.
Yep.
They definitely did make it better on the JL, but you can't go wrong with something like that. It looks awesome. It's not going to corrode being stainless.
So ultra secret, no one else knows about it. Like no one knows about this yet, but I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but we have some new flashlight mounts that are coming for the JL. It's actually up on the driver's side, hidden up, tucked on the roll bar.
Very cool.
So it's a way to mount your mag light. Those are going to be launched really, really soon. So keep an eye out for those. And then retail on those guys, I think is $40 for the JL. So it's a relatively inexpensive way to mount your flashlight, not have it flopping around on your floor or banging around in the cup holder. So that's a new part that no one knows
Very
about.
cool.
I was shocked on how tight it is.
Yeah. So there's another one back there you can see too. It's a little closer, maybe a little easier to see, but go ahead if you want. Feel free to.
Yeah, I'm blown away by the location that you can put it in. It looks like a really convenient spot too.
We just got a standard mag light. When it slaps in here, you can hear how firmly it grabs the
Yeah.
hold of that light bulb, or that flashlight.
So that one turned out cool. That's again. So there's 2 of them for the JL. There's one that mounts here in the roll bar, and one that's going to be above the driver. And expect to see those within like the next week. So they're in the final phases of ready to be launched, where we're checking off all the little boxes that we have to do on the back end. So, and then on the very back of this, we have our this is the Mako series rear bumper. This one is backup sensor integrated. So if you have backup sensors on your Jeep, you can use your backup sensors. That has the holes already there. If you don't have backup sensors, we include plugs. There's plastic plugs that'll come with the bumper that'll fill the holes in, so it's a nice clean look. And then you can run your factory tow hitch with it. So
Yeah, I was just going to comment on
Yeah.
that. I noticed that there's a lot of aftermarket bumpers out there that you either have to modify it
Yep.
to get it in, or
So we went with the factory tow hitch because there's a lot of, to get a tow rating is really difficult. So we just figured, you know what, Jeep and whomever making it from the factory has it, so let's just integrate and reuse that and go from there. I forgot to say this on the front. So one unique thing about this one is so this bumper has the D-rings on it. As you see it right here is the way it comes out of the box, minus the sensors. But as you see it is the way it comes out. So we include D-rings with every single bumper when you buy them. If we have a picture of a bumper with LEDs in it, those come with the LEDs. We want to offer a complete solution for you, so whatever you see is what you get.
I'm really a fan of your spare tire remover.
Yeah.
It's so simple, it's so small, but I love it.
it's so integrated. for
We have
what it is.
integrated license plate light. You have your high mounted third brake light, and your factory backup camera will snap right into it. So with the JL, where you have your factory backup camera, you now don't have to eliminate it. You're still 50 state legal because you have your third brake light and a license plate light,
Right.
all in one quick, easy package.
And the fact that it's got the camera integrated right there too.
Yeah, that thing turned out really nice. So it's a simple way for you to mount something on the back, and then again, this one's all stainless steel, and then mounting the backup camera was key to me, just to be able to have that functionality that comes from the factory. I mean, it's a really nice feature that you don't want to lose, and we found a way to integrate it in there. So
Very sharp looking.
that's all we got for the JL right now. But there's always
You said that's all. You literally covered all 4 corners of the Jeep. But that's all.
So when I say that's all, it's because I feel like it's not enough yet. So we're always developing, always looking for new opportunities, and we're really aggressive at launching new parts. So we have a goal of 10 new parts a month. So it's always something
That's
we're pushing.
pretty ambitious.
Yeah, we're pushing. You want to do the Jeepteck?
Sure. We're back here at Fishbone again, and we're still. Now we're going to take a look at the JKU that they had. We're going to notice that it's orange. Orange Jeeps matter.
What do you like orange?
We'll do the same thing we did on the JL, just basically do a simple walk around. A little more going on here.
Yeah. So as I said in the last one, that I feel like we don't have enough yet. That's because of this is our expectation. So start with the front bumper. We have a whole series of front bumpers for the JK. I think we have 6 or 7 right now. I don't know the exact number offhand, but we have several JK bumpers. This one specifically has a 14 or 13.5 inch LED light bar that can be sunk in and hidden in the front here. A nice way to hide the LED and not have it be right out in front of you. So it's
Well, if you're wheeling, I like it because it's tucked in.
Yeah.
You're
Tucked in,
probably not going to break it.
No, I mean it could definitely happen, but at the same time it's tucked away so it's protected a little bit. I'm a huge fan of this bumper. It's personally one of my favorite ones, but it's just a nice, clean, simplistic look to it. And then we have our tube fenders, which are super hot for us. They do really, really well. Our tube fenders, we make them in aluminum and steel. We have options where you can get them powder coated, you can get aluminum ones raw, so if you want to paint them to match your Jeep or...
I absolutely, when we were going over this earlier, could not believe the strength in this flare.
Yeah, so what's cool about ours is they offer some strength to them, but then also they bolt on. So it's a bolt on flare. You don't have to do anything crazy to install it where you're cutting or drilling. It's really a simplistic install. It's something we really pride ourselves on, is making things easy for the customer. So those work really well. And then if you peek inside of the fender, we have our inner fenders that are hidden in there. So we offer a few different versions of our inner fender. One with our logo cut out like you see right there. That inner fender, we sell them as a set of front and rears. So when you buy them, you're not buying fronts and then you have to go find the rears or vice versa. It's an all-inclusive. You buy the set as front, rear, out of the box, ready to go. We offer them like that, and we also have a dimple-dyed version that we offer. So, and then these two we offer in raw and also powder coated. So you can, if you want to customize your Jeep a little bit and paint them to match, or do something crazy that stands out quite a bit, you can do whatever you want with the raw version. So
I do know that a lot of trouble people are having with JK bumpers is having to relocate factory parts that are in there.
yes, nice. Thank you for the lead in there. All our JK bumpers, I don't remember the exact year range offhand, but I think it's 2012 that they introduced the vacuum canister that's inside of the frame rail and driver's side.
Vacuum pumps, it's right down there.
Yeah, so the vacuum canister is something that's in the way. So we design all our bumpers to work around the vacuum canister. So they come out of the box, you put the bumper on, you don't have to do any modification, you're not calling us for an additional bracket, you don't have any problems, you're out of the box on your Jeep and on with your weekend. So we really focus on that nice touch of being able to pull out of the box, put it on, and move on.
Perfect.
And then we have our step sliders again. So these were the ones that started the JL thing for us, and these ones they're a little dirty, but the Jeep gets driven. So
It's a Jeep, they should be doing.
so these bolt on, offer some moderate protection for the side of your vehicle, and also give you a step. So if you have kids that need to get in and out, and they can't reach your Jeep from being lifted in tires and wheels, or if your wife or you can't get in, anyone, it's a nice way to be able to get in and out. So.
What about these? Are these the stainless
Yeah,
door
so
latches?
those are controlled door hinges.
Door hinges?
So they're stainless steel, 304 grade stainless, won't rust. you shouldn't have any problems with them. And the JK has a huge issue with doors. They bubble and make all that
Right
nasty.
around here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you get that bubbling that occurs, and once that happens, you're not stopping it. You can sandblast them and paint them. They should be sandblasting and painting them again and again and again. It's a material flaw from the factory that they have. So we offer our stainless ones that our goal is for you to do this one time. It's not a fun install, to be honest, but it's a one-time install that you're just done, and at the end of it, you don't have to tear them back off.
Yeah, they look great too. I mean, I know that they make the little inserts that you can pop on there
Yeah.
with the 3M tape, but
Yep.
you know, this is functionality and looks.
Exactly. So we also have some light bar mounts. We offer a whole array of those. So our JK light bar mounts are, again, something easy for you to do. They have an integrated, well, hold a 50 to 52 inch light bar, and then also they have integrated little pod locations that you come out. So it's one bracket. You don't have to do multiple brackets to make that happen. We also make a 20-inch bar mount for the hood. And
Now are those Kentrel hinges on the hood too?
yes, yep, underneath the brackets. And then, so these Jeeps get messed around with quite a bit, so I'm going to apologize. There's no spare on the spare tire back here. But our Jeeps are constant. When these guys got here, we had our JLR Tour part, because we're constantly putting parts on, spinning new things. So this one at this time doesn't have the tire carrier on there, but we have this bumper with tire carrier, ships with LEDs in it. D-rings come with it also.
Hey, look, there's that plate frame again.
Right?
You can mount it in the rear too.
Yeah, you can use it anywhere you want. So we sell these to truck. You wouldn't believe the truck guys that buy these. It's insane.
Really?
So it's great for Jeep, but then we're Rocky Mountain Upfitters or whatever, the truck they build, they're buying these from us all the time. So a really unique part. But our tire carrier, I'm a former, I hate to say former, but I'm a Jeep guy that I'm out of a Jeep right now, but I need to find one. So our tire carrier, I wanted to make sure it was really specifically designed and built to hold the right amount of weight. So we really focused some time on the way it latches, and then specifically we worked on the spindle. So the spindle has two automotive axle shaft bearings inside of it that really support the weight of a tire and prevent it from flopping around when you're driving down the road or making noise or creating annoyances while you're enjoying your Jeep. And then
Yeah, this thing is definitely really solid.
Yeah,
It's one of the first things that I had commented
It
on
is
when
crazy stout. That I'm moving an entire Jeep
you
before the
can't even
mount
see
moves.
this thing flexing.
And then we have some nice little dress-up items. That these will be in the little package we work up for you guys. Some taillight covers that it's a nice little dress-up item, easy to install, and
We just gave a set of those away.
Yeah.
2 sets actually.
nice. And that's there's a bunch more for the JK, but it's not it's not on this one right now. They're all hidden. So that's about all I got for this thing.
Perfect. Good deal.
Oh, hey, we appreciate it. Tom here from Jeepteck again. We got Nick and TJ here. They're actually here in their, what would you call it, design lab?
Yeah, engineering office, quality lab, a little bit of everything going on in here.
Cool. So, what do you guys do all day? You know, what kind of projects are you working on? You know, what do you like about this?
So we do a lot of feedback from the customers. My job is constantly to push new products out. So it's a lot of R&D. We're always out on the shop floor measuring vehicles, doing some 3D design, getting products out, 3D printing prototypes, and pushing it out for production.
I don't really have any responsibility in terms of design. I'm the project manager and digital media manager, so what the design guys do sort of push out, I handle and push to social media and things like that. So I make sure that the workflow is well flowing, so I make sure that design guys are the first to get these parts in, from conceptualization, from idea phase all the way up to new production. That's where they're being produced and being sold. Sales guys get it next, followed by me. I'm the last step of the line, really. So that's about it.
So you're basically scoping out the market, you know, seeing what's there and pushing that into more of a design phase, or?
Actually, Jamey would do the scoping out the market. He has the knowledge in the Jeep sort of Jeep community,
Okay.
what a Jeeper sort of wants and needs. My job really is to sort of organize those ideas.
Yeah, so those ideas come down that chain to my department, and we put them out on paper. That way they can become a reality.
And I just sort of manage that paper, really.
Okay.
And
He's
then
the one pushing crazy deadlines.
That's cool. So you guys basically try to 3D print as much as you can and prototype and actually mock up all that stuff, right?
Yeah, so 3D printing and additive manufacturing is great for this kind of work. It allows us to be creative with our designs, and it's always a lot easier when you go to the boss and say, hey, I designed this. But instead of just trying to show some paper drawings, oh, here it is, it fits, I tested it already. It makes that process so much easier. It also allows us to do some quality fixture stuff, all sorts of applications for it. So it's been a huge asset to Fishbone.
That's cool. Yeah, doing our tour earlier, we actually went through and saw all their inspection fixtures for checking the fitment of all these parts. To me, that screams quality, just because you know it's going to work on that particular application. You're not sitting there trying to drill out holes. We've all been there. Trying to get things to fit, and sometimes it's not always right, but you know you're going to get that with Fishbone Offroad parts. So we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
for having me.
thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.